That's why we went to see how many Targets were in the US so I could see what my odds of actually finding them are. Maybe they'll be online.
There's a lot of dumb things going on with food today.
The antioxidants in Welch's Concord grape juice aren't just antioxidant. No, they hate oxidants. Welch's antioxidants track down those nasty oxidants, find their leader, and beat it to a sniveling oxidant pulp.
This is a real commercial.
Why does it have to be so violent?
So they know who's boss. The world's toughest antioxidants. Welch's, tough as grapes.
What?
I don't like it.
I guess now they're targeting the ad towards men. What happened to when we were kids? Grape juice commercials? It was a little kid sitting there drinking the grape juice, just talking about how much he liked it. That was it.
No?
Now I'm almost like I'm watching a trailer for Terminator 5 for a grape juice commercial.
I'm concerned that my wine is going to come from an angry place, and I don't want that.
Well, you do have to smash the grapes. They're just getting a little more violent. These are like heavily bruised grapes. That'll start being the label now. These grapes were sent to Saudi Arabia and interrogated before they were made into wine. That is not a good place to start, but that's where I am now for that podcast. There are other things that people are talking about, which I suppose we should get into in today's food stories.
Let's find out. One.
Got another story of high school students feeding their friends weird stuff at school. So we had the cheerleader who brought pot brownies the other week.
Yes.
Now it's a California student that cooked their grandparents' remains into cookies and then took them to school.
Oh, now I get it. She's a moron. Are her parents brother and sister?
The thing about this story is I've seen it circulating for the past few days. A couple of times I saw the story, it said it was her grandmother. A few other times I've seen the story, they said it's the grandfather.
They're very inconsistent. They know that it was remains, ashes, but that's not even the messed up part of the
that's
story.
not the messed up part.
The messed up part of the story is that when the school found out, they had the kids sign a statement about it and then told them to keep quiet instead of notifying the parents.
That's a strange turn of events, I will give you that. I just think this is like urban myth. If we can't get the facts straight, whether it's a grandmother or grandfather, I want to get the story straight. Right now, it just seems like it's coming out around Halloween. I don't know. I think it's bogus, but this is true.
Wendy's may be known for their witty snark on Twitter, but Jimmy Shue said that an employee in North Carolina was just unnecessarily mean.
The girl asked me my name at the register, gave her my name, clear as day, Jimmy. And she said, okay, thank you, handed me the ticket. And I really didn't pay it no mind at first until I looked down at it while I was waiting. I saw she wrote chubby on there.
Now, first of all, have you seen the video for this?
I have not.
The guy is a little big, all right? So it's not like they wrote fat slob on the receipt. It says chubby. Are you trying to tell me that maybe, just maybe, she didn't hear him wrong? We lived in North Carolina. All right, you can't imagine some guy going in there and it's all busy inside the Wendy's and he's ordering his 2 sandwiches and she says, what's your name? And he says, my name's baby. And she's like, what? And they just write it down. I don't know. You know, maybe she heard him wrong. The kid came out, he looked at it, he's like, chubby? You know, stop calling the news, stop going to social media, people, when your feelings are hurt. Just knock it off.
She said that he was upset, but he was going to let it go until another employee, like you said, called out the order.
He was hesitant to even say chubby, but he did. And I told him, I said, that's not my name, but that's my order. And I grabbed the order and started to walk out because I was mad. Everybody started laughing.
Chubby. The way he said chubby. Maybe she thought he said chubby instead of Jimmy. It's possible. The other part that I blame on this is the news. The news station that goes to cover this. This is not news, people. What you're looking for is a viral story. Call it what it is. You're looking for the next 1,000 shares. This isn't really news. So I blame everyone involved, and I'm saying just maybe she heard him wrong. And finally, I thought I heard this wrong, but no.
This is a story worthy of 1,000 shares. In November, I'm so excited about this.
I know you are.
In November, Target is going to begin selling the cheese advent calendar.
I've got some cheese, but I don't have a cheese grater. Can I rub it on your abs?
or mine, what would that do? That would just melt the cheese. It's not like I have the ability to grate cheese on these ads. You can just basically set it on like a hot plate, and maybe a few hours later, it's going to come back and you have fondue. That's the only thing I can really do for you. But the cheese advent calendar, I didn't even know what an advent calendar was until a few years ago.
Really?
Our family wasn't that religious. I didn't know about the whole candy thing. So these are the days leading up to Christmas, and there's a different piece of cheese in each one.
It was created last year by a British food blogger, and immediately Americans started this viral campaign to try to get them to bring it over to the United States. So this is when social media is being used for good. It's going to be for sale at 247 Targets across the United States in November.
She has committed to memory. Yeah, I wish you could see her locked in stare right now that this is committed to memory. I can appreciate that. However, Cheese and I don't necessarily get along well. Cheese and I, if it's 20 days of cheese, that means I'm not going to the bathroom until Valentine's Day.
So, as some of you know, I almost never go to the bathroom.
And on that note, I need to get out of here. I got to take care of business before we get to the cheese advent calendar.
I got to go buy more lottery tickets.
Oh, we got to do that too. Yeah, no winner last night, right?
No winner last night for the Powerball. So Mega Millions again tonight. Combined, though, they are at over $1.3 billion.
You're supposed to put your pinky up when you say billion.
$1 billion.
Close enough.
That's bad.
Gonna get out of here on that. When you go to grab the lottery tickets, we need some more beer because we've got another podcast to do later today, and that is My Daily Beer. Be sure to check that out, and we will do this all again tomorrow. You know, we love you.
The girl asked me my name at the register, gave her my name, clear as day, Jimmy, and she said, okay, thank you, handed me the ticket, and I really didn't pay no mind at first until I looked down at it while I was waiting. I saw she wrote chubby on there.
Eat bread and desserts and just get all fat and sassy.
I love it, man. You're going to listen to so much bullshit in the morning.
Well, trust me, I'll give you your fair share, just the right amount.